Higher, higher, higher. Let's take it. Let's take it. Let's take it. Let's take it. We gon' with some we going higher on the case for we going higher on the case for we're gonna get it elevated to the Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? This your boy Casefell, King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. Man, listen, since it's extremely late, I'm going to mainly just focus on AEW. I will do a separate video talking about this recent Sasha Banks news and the drama that's going on with WWE and Vince McMahon and them. I will do a thorough video. This will be strictly WWE for that video. I'm just mainly talking about AEW right now. Dynamite, averaging everything that transpired. Dynamite was fire the first hour, then towards the middle of the second hour kind of died down a little bit, but then picked back up. And as the main event and the finish, listen, this is what I expect from Tony Khan for everybody that's involved. Tony Khan, I ask you all the time, get us to give a crap about what you're presenting on TV. Now, it's unfortunate we didn't get the triple threat that we were supposed to get. That's on Jeff Hardy. Kudos to Tony. Speaking of Jeff Hardy, kudos to Tony Khan. Tony Khan brought the hammer down on that clown. He's giving him one more shot. He has suspended him without pay, and he told him this: get your behind in order. Get your act together. Because until you can showcase that you are clean and that you ain't doing the foolishness no more, you ain't wrestling in AEW. So, and if you do it one more time, you're terminated. Tony Khan ain't playing games. This is not a game, because when you listen, I saw the video. I'm not even finna even showcase the video. I saw it. 5-0 even had their guns on the man. The man was out of it. He didn't even know where he was at. Had on the Jacksonville Jaguar shirt. Talk about I'm going to North Carolina. I don't know where I'm at. The man was out of it. Could have killed somebody. Could have killed himself. By the grace of God, they got to him. Now, I don't, the fact that 5-0 had their guns on him, I am not here to, I don't like that, But Jeff Hardy brought this foolishness upon himself. But kudos to Tony Khan and them. And you know what, man? Listen, I'm so freaking tired of the clowns in the IWC doing everything in their power to continue to make this a WWE versus AEW thing. When Jeff Hardy was under Vince McMahon's clutches, they did everything in their power to get him right. He didn't want to get the help. Now he's under Tony Khan's. He's Tony Khan's property as of right now. Tony Khan can't play around. So fools in the IWC are trying to just say, "Oh, he did this because this is no." We need to quit this tribalism foolishness, man. Cut it out. Quit trying to make this a AEW versus WWE. That's just why I say clowns in the IWC, wrestling fans as a whole, man, we look. I see why fools say you just need to go touch grass or something like that. You know, instead of being stuck in your mother's basement all day and just hating on people because they enjoy a different wrestling program than you. It's stupid. It's so stupid. That's why I say, man, Jeff Hardy need to get his act together. Kudos to Tony Khan for doing the right thing. Now, back to the AEW Dynamite Road Rager 2022. This was a very good episode. I don't want to say great, very good episode. The finish, I can't wait to talk about the finish. I can't wait, because what took place at the very end, you see the picture. We've been waiting for this to happen for a very long time. Now back to what I was saying. I want Tony Khan to get me to give a crap for every storyline that you're trying to present to me. Regardless of who's in the ring, regardless of what's going on, I need to know, why the heck are these clowns on my television? What are they out here for? What are you trying to present to me? Why do you want me to engage in what you're trying to show? If you're presenting bull jive, I'm not going to give a rat's behind about it. I'm not. I told you, I'm a realist when it comes to this AEW stuff. I enjoy AEW, but I keeps it 100 about AEW. I don't sit up and shield for this company. No, just because I enjoy this company, I want the company to be great. But like I say, when they do mediocre crap, I'm going to call them out on it. I am. So we open up the show. Hair versus hair match. Chris Jericho versus Ortiz. This is a very good match. You had the JAS clowns out there. You had Eddie Kingston out there to represent Ortiz. So they tearing each other up. Crowd is into it. Shout out to the clowns in St. Louis. Now, I thought they was in St. Louis last week. No, they was in Kansas City. This crowd, St. Louis crowd, was great. They was great all night. They was making noise throughout the entire show. So salute to the St. Louis Cats. The St. Louis Cats at the Chaffetz Arena. Salute to them. And William Regal was on commentary. So obviously Bryan Danielson is not there, because obviously I still think they didn't really say what his injury is, but a lot of people are speculating that it's a concussion thing. So they need to let him get rested up, because I think he's still pulling up to Forbidden Door. I think he is. So these two going at it, trying to do all kind of crazy stuff. The spot that I need to talk about is what caused Jericho to win. Now, Ortiz had posted, he did a promo from last week about him and his hair and all this crazy stuff. Then he posted something online saying that he hasn't had his hair cut in over 5 years. The man told you what was going to happen. Ain't no way in the world Jericho finna run around with no bald head. So the question is, how the heck are we going to get to that? As they go, chaos, they doing all the crazy stuff, all this nonsense, right? Fuego comes out the woodwork. I'm like, Fuego? What? I'm like, wait, they trying to turn Fuego heel? Now, I wasn't even looking at the man. I'm like, well, Fuego do look a little taller. He look a little bulkier. Fuego ends up whacking. Now, Eddie Kingston, he tried to do the backhand thing that Jericho does to him in order for Ortiz to get the victory. But you know Jericho wasn't going to kick out to that. So then that's when Fuego, the imposter Fuego, comes out the woodwork and knocks Ortiz in the head, busts him open. Jericho wins. So now there's the barber cat that was sitting out there ready to cut his hair. He's like, no. He said, give it to me. I'm going to cut my own hair. He said, I'm a man, my own word, right? So as they walk and everybody trying to figure out who is this Fuego clown. And then he takes the mask off. Sammy Guevara has reunited with Chris Jericho. The sex gods are back together. I said, oh, brother. And then that's when I think the tag come out. Yeah, so he is back in the JAS. So now Sammy Guevara has realigned himself with Jericho. Obviously, Jericho got him over from the jump. So they figure, well, this whole thing with them doing it, he got to go back to him because he got him over the first time. So let's see, can he re-get him over this time around in the JAS? So big whoop. But Sammy Guevara is the reason why Chris Jericho is still got the hair, whatever. But solid first match, good opener, got it crowded to it. Everybody was going crazy, everybody acting a fool. But like I said, solid opener. Now, this wasn't even a match. I'm gonna be 1,000% with you. I'm really starting to like. Okay, so Warlow's still over. It's not the fact that Warlow's not over. I'm trying to figure out like what are we gonna do in the meantime to keep him hot. So they decided to do this 20-on-1 class action handicap elimination match. The Plaintiffs versus Warlow. So all the 20 security clowns out there with smart Mark Sterling. This wasn't even a match. This was just a beat down. This is just all the security clowns just taking bumps. That's all it was. Warlow just beating the brakes off everybody left and right. Pin fall over here. Pins one group, then he does another one, stack them all. Kind of remind me of Roman Reigns from WrestleMania 37 when he stacked both Edge and Bryan, stacked them both and pinned them both. That's what it reminded me of, him stacking all these clowns and everything. So after all said and done, Warlow ends up winning. And I'm like, am I still interested in Warlow? I am, but I'm kind of wondering like, okay, so what are we going to do next? So after he wins, we get smart Mark Sterling in the ring, and then out the woodwork up top, you hear Dan Lambert standing there with Scorpion Sky talking about, I got two other clowns that's here. And when they went to the ring side, you had UFC fighter they don't even really have the other guy name. Tyron Woodley, the clown that got beat down by is it Jake Paul? He got beat down by Jake Paul. So he wanted them to come in the ring to basically beat the brakes off of Warlow, and then Warlow got on the mic and said, "You guys look like you." And it's obviously from St. Louis, right? You guys look like you got some sense. Y'all know what to do. So then they end up throwing smart Mark Sterling into a Warlow, and Warlow ended up taking him out. So I guess I don't know. I really don't know where we're going with Warlow right now. I feel like he was up here. MJF did everything in his power to get him over, and now it's just okay. He's just gonna be doing this all day. So I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know. This is where we need to. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is where we need to continue to keep Warlow hot, keep him interested, keep him to a place where like, I can't wait to see him next week. Doing stuff like this, I was like, and like I said, seeing the dude in Tyron Woodley, I'm like, last time I seen Tyron Woodley, he was laid out. He was somewhere asleep, took a nosedive. But, you know, that's the first segment. That's that. So we get to this match. We get Dax Hardwood taking on Will Osprey. Now, there's always fools that be complaining, talking about AEW always be beating the cats, the new clowns that come through. This was a very good wrestling match. Dax Hardwood and Will Osprey was, they listen, man. Dax Hardwood is a great wrestler, man. I've been, the man just makes me a fan of his every time I see him wrestle. I appreciate him. I appreciate Cash and what they bring. I told you, right now, they the hottest tag team in AEW. Listen, to me, that personally, they the hottest tag team in wrestling right now. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I know fools love the Usos. Fools love the New Day. Fools love RK Bro. Fools love Street Profits. Fools love the Bucks. Fools love, you name it. They love all these clowns. The hottest tag team to me is right now is FTR. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So the clowns, they going at it. Will Osprey coming out there with his cocky tail, thinking he all that in the bag of chips. Now, I didn't know this. Will Osprey had neck surgery himself, so he was getting slammed on his neck and doing all this crazy stuff. I'm like, man, it's insane. Like I said, but hey, the crowd loved it. The crowd was into it. They had both of them kept kicking out of each other's moves, and I like the fact that didn't nobody get involved. I said it's mano y mano. You don't have to always have clowns interfering. I said that's how you do it. You let the best man win. And apparently, for fools that be crying, said that the new clowns that come through don't ever win. Will Osprey got the victory. He ended up beating Dax Hardwood. Then after that, that's when all his goons came out. All the goons came in and they started beating up brakes. off of Hardwood, just beating the brick. I mean, everything. So then that's when Cash came out. Then that's when Yuta came out. And then that's when OC came out. And then OC and him, they finna start going at it now. I believe they match is happening at Forbidden Door. Yeah, it's gonna be OC versus Will Osprey. But as Tony loves to do, next week we're getting the trios match. I'm like, Tony, listen, I do not want to see the clowns just wrestle each other right before the pay-per-view, because it takes away from the match itself. This is the foolishness that we get on Vince McMahon in the case when they constantly give us rematch after rematch after rematch and then tell us, hey, we need you to get excited for the match that's happening at the pay-per-view. I say, no, fool. I just seen the match like 20,000 times on Raw and SmackDown. Now you want me to be excited about it on the pay-per-view? You crazy as a Betsy-bug. I'm like, it kills a little bit of what they going to do because they already giving it away. And I know they say, well, it's other clowns to help them so they can kind of avoid each other. I know, but I don't like that. It kills the vibe of the match. I don't need to see clowns wrestle each other until the pay-per-view. Don't go against somebody else, man. Don't do all this other goofy stuff. This is one of my pet peeves that I'm having. I'm constantly had to get on Tony Khan's case. I give him praise, but I got to get on his behind because he continues to do stupid stuff like this. I don't need to see clowns wrestle each other and then tell me I got to get ready to see him at the prayer. I'm like, bro, I just saw these clowns wrestle. Don't fall into the rematch trap. Rematches are fine. Spread that stuff out. Spread it out, man. Spread that mess out. Ain't nobody trying to see you give us the same. Like, don't do it. And people gonna say, man, you're tripping. I'm telling you the bold-faced truth. Listen, this is the crap that we get tired of with WWE, giving us the same match over and over, week in, week out. Ain't nobody got time for that. Fools legit enjoy rematches. And listen, I don't have a problem with rematches. I just have a problem when the rematches happen back to back to back to back. That's when I got a problem. And giving us a trios match, you're giving away the match already. I don't need that. But Dax Hardwood and Will Osprey, they tore each other up. They went at it, man. So kudos to that. Now we get the face-to-face confrontation between Jon Moxley and Hiroshi Tanahashi. So Moxley cuts this promo. He says, "You're a legend. I've been trying to get my hands on you for a few years now. Now I got the opportunity. You're the ace, and I respect you. But let me tell you something. I'm going to beat you, and then I'm going to become your ace." Now, as they're talking, they get interrupted by Jericho. I was like, what the... I said, okay, man. I said, Jericho, you already had your time, man. We don't need to see you. We don't need... And now, it was funny how Tanahashi... He wanted to say something, but he couldn't say nothing. So, Jericho come out there. Sammy come out. We've been reunited. All this bull jive, right? So then, here come the JAS clowns coming out. Here come everybody else. Then here come everybody from their crew. They come out. Jericho say it's going to be a 5-man tag match or something like that. It's them versus Eddie Kingston and a couple of other clowns that's coming through or something like that. I'm like, it is what it is. You know me. I mean, it is what it is. If it's not going to be a beat the bricks off your opponent match, I really don't care nothing about it. I really don't. Taylor was out there with Sammy. Like I said, the sex guys, they reunited. Obviously, Tony Khan got to re-get Sammy back over to where he was because just the TNT run that he decided to go on, it's been trash. So you put him back with Jericho. Jericho got him over from the jump. Obviously, this is a wise decision. I don't really have a problem with him going back to Jericho. He's a heel now. That's fine. That's great. But so as he's running his mouth, Tanahashi gets on the mic. He said, "Jericho, shut up!" Because obviously, his English ain't really that good. And he's like, "What? You telling me to shut up? Okay, cool." Then that's when all them clowns come in and they jump both Moxley and Tanahashi. Now, this is what I'm thinking. I'm like, Tony Khan, since you like cats wrestling each other before the pay-per-view, why not have Tanahashi and Moxley team up against Jericho and Sammy Guevara on a Rampage or something, or Dynamite? I would have been cool with that. But you want to know what this circus clown decided to do? This circus clown, I'll tell you what he did. I'll tell you, it's a little later on. So we get a video package of Darby Allin talking about how he can't wait to beat the brakes off of both members of Red Dragon. That's Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. And he said it saddens him about what they did to Sting. Then you got Kyle O'Reilly say he just loves what he did, how he heard Sting's ankle snapped and all of this, and Bobby Fish said, yeah, I can't wait to beat the brakes off of you. I'm like, they just always talk about, these fools always talk about how much they're gonna beat the brakes off of somebody. I'm like, that's all they know. So we got Tony Schiavone talking to Tony Storm. Tony Storm promo work is getting better. The young lady just has it. You know how some people don't got it? Tony Storm has that it factor. She has that. Listen, when she was in NXT, all I saw was just a wrestler. I really didn't know what her gimmick was. I didn't really understand it. I didn't. Now the fact that she's in AEW and she's able to express who she really is, the young lady comes off my screen as if she wants to be the number one woman in AEW. She comes across as if she's that girl. I'm serious. And she cut the promo telling Tony Schiavone, Britt Baker may be a DMD, she may be a dentist and all that stuff, but it's time for her to get her has-been tail on out of here. Her days are done. Listen, I came here to be the best women's wrestler on the planet. That means I want the championship. So as she's talking about who she's getting ready to wrestle, she's talking directly to Thunder Rosa. And I like that. That is what I like. The fact that you're getting us the anticipation of a potential matchup that could possibly happen, and it's going to happen, and I'm going to talk about that when we get there. But this promo was excellent from Tony Storm. Listen, I did not realize how much of a Tony Storm fan I was going to become. I wasn't on the bench. Listen, I liked her in NXT, but I didn't like her like this. I'm serious, I did not. And I feel like she's coming out of her shell. The more and more she gets this TV time, she comes across as if she wants it. And I got to give kudos to Tony Khan for doing the right thing for a change when it's concerning the women. This is great. Tony Storm is that girl. I'm telling you, she's the one. She's the one. So we get the second matchup of the All Atlantic Championship. So they show us this belt. I still don't think that we should have this match. We shouldn't have this title. We should have them doggone trios titles, because that's all Tony Khan knows. Trios. Yet we getting this match. We getting this title match because I think I need to have another title. So certain cats who people don't think get the opportunity to have a title of a certain ethnicity or whatever, let them get it. No, forget all that foolishness. You got your trios titles, give us the trios titles, and everybody can start winning the trios title. Miro versus Ethan Page. This was a solid match. This was all about Miro, quote unquote, praying to whoever his God is. Ethan Page told that man, "You're gonna pray to me." Now, listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you notice throughout the whole show, there's been this circus clown that's been sitting in the audience with a suit on and a clown box on his head. Now, we've already established that's Kip Sabian. Kip Sabian has this new gimmick that he's trying to get across without getting it across yet. And he sits in the audience and he claps extra slow. And he was really doing it. He was really focusing in big time on this match. So I'm sitting up here saying to myself, I wonder what they're going to do when he makes his epic return. And Miro ends up getting the victory. Takes out Ethan Page. Dan Lambert was standing over there looking as if he was shocked. And I didn't talk about this. Lance Archer is also a part of Chris Jericho's squad now. And he has, who else he has? Parado or something like that. Some other clown with a mask on. So, and it's funny how Jake the Snake Roberts said that he was kind of frustrated. Well, Lance Archer was. I said I was too, because I was just getting tired of every time I see Lance Archer, he just be on the show just to lose all the time. So I'm frustrated as well. A solid match. Like I said, Miro wins. He moves on. Now we get the ladies match. Tony Storm versus Dr. DMD Britt Baker. Tony Storm is an excellent wrestler. The fact that Britt Baker, if she want to have a good wrestling match, she can have a good wrestling. But at the end of the day, I know these two are beefing, but behind the scenes, Tony and Britt are road girls. So it seems like if Best Buds are going to always go out their way to put on a great match. And even with Jamie Hayter getting into Jamie and them, Rebel was out there. So with them getting involved, Thunder came out there. She came and she said, "What you getting in her match for?" She chased her off and everything. Got them two clowns up out of there. So you allowed these two to go at it, and they was tearing each other up. Listen, Toni Storm be out there putting in that work, ladies and gentlemen. She be putting in that work. People be hating on Toni Storm. Listen, she be putting in that work. And the fact that Britt Baker was able to have a good match with her, hey, kudos to the both of them. Now, I'm not sure. It looked like Britt got busted open. I could be wrong. Maybe that might have been her makeup. But it looked like she got busted open. But at the end of the day, Toni got a victory. She got the win. Soon after the match was done, Thunder came walking out. She looked at her. She held up their championship. And they said, all right, somewhere down the line, they're going to have a match. Well, it's about to happen, ladies and gentlemen. So backstage, Tony Schiavone is talking with Stokely Hathaway. And Stokely says that on Rampage, we're going to have an open challenge for Jade Cargill's TBS championship. And whoever that may be, step in, because you know what's going to happen. Sure enough, Willow Nightingale comes out to woodwork. Now, her and Stokely go way back. That's who she said. Listen, I'm actually looking forward to this because, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I always say about Jade Cargill. Jade has the presence. She has the charisma. She can talk. She got the mic skills down pat. The thing that we are all rooting for Jade Cargill is to get excellent in the ring. That is what we are hoping. Willow Nightingale is actually very good. So, ladies and gentlemen, this matchup, I'm going to be paying very close attention to how well Willow and Jade gel together, because it's all about Jade's progression. Now, Brian is hurt right now, so whatever he taught her, she needs to just take that and just do what she can with it. Her and Willow, I'm going to be looking for the connection. I'm going to be looking for the chemistry among them. I'm going to be watching very carefully because it's all about the growth. Jade got everything else. You a hater if you take shots at her and say that, oh, she can't do this, or she can't do this, or she can't do this. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to the cats, especially the cats that favor us, the cats that share our skin tone, we judge our wrestlers on a harsher level because we want them to succeed very well. However, we don't take foolishness from people outside of that continue to take shots just because you really don't have any other thing to take a shot for. You say, oh, well, she's not getting this and she ain't getting that. No, that's just you hating. That's just you hating. Willow Nightingale, Tony Khan, please sign this young lady. Get her on the payroll. Get her on a AEW contract. I'm looking for the doggone banner. It says Willow Nightingale is all elite. That's all I want to see because this girl, she has it. I call her Lizzo because she look exactly like Lizzo. She look like a more lighter skinned version of Lizzo. I'm telling you, that is her twin sister. She look exact. When I see her, I say if Lizzo was a wrestler, it would be Willow Nightingale. I kid you not. She looks exactly like her. I'm telling you. Bubbly, got that bubbly personality and everything and that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm looking forward to this because I want to see how well do they gel together. Jade Cargill is all about, and my man, he spelled the name wrong. It's all about the progression with Jade. That is it. Ain't nothing else. Charisma, she got it. Mic skills, she got it. The it factor, she has it. The fact that fools tune into AEW don't even know nothing about wrestling and say, I'm watching because of that girl right there. What does that tell you? And the fact that she wants to get better. That is the name of the game. A whole bunch of us. I'm on Team Jade forever. I don't care what fools say. I'm on her because I want to see this girl get better. I want to see it, ladies and gentlemen. So right after that, Heyman comes out. He addresses the crowd. And he said, remember last week when I said I wanted Akushi Okada? Well, I want him. I still want him. And I know he was supposed to, quote unquote, have the IWPG championship. However, He doesn't have it anymore. I still want Okada. Then he said, since I can't get Okada, I want the IWPG Championship. Then Adam Cole walks out. He said, whoa, buddy, slow your roll. You must don't get it. You must be a clown. Let me tell you something. Ain't nowhere in the world you getting Okada, because Okada ain't pulling up. Now, I just heard Okada, his wife is giving birth. So I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make the flight. I'm not sure. Maybe they can pull something off. I don't know. But he said, and let it alone, you not even worth challenging for the IWPG Championship. But I got somebody else who got a word for you. Then the man himself, Jay White, comes out. Adam Cole is looking for him, pops up right behind him, lays him out. And he says, so I'm supposed to give you a title shot, yet you lost to CM Punk. Can't be CM Punk. Please. Now, Adam Cole out there just going crazy. That's what I'm talking about. Talk your stuff, Jay White. Talk your stuff. Then Jay White said, hey, Adam Cole, I don't know what you laughing for. You think you deserve a shot? You ain't get done. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. He said, this is my title. I call the shots. In other words, nobody's getting a shot. That's code for this going to be a triple threat. This going to be a triple threat, ladies and gentlemen. I'm calling it right now. Adam Cole versus Hangman versus Jay White for the IWGP Championship. This way, Jay White can pin Hangman, because Adam Cole's not taking the pinfall. He's been booking Adam Cole like a crazy person out of this world. He ain't taking the pinfall. Hangman got to lose again. Now, I know he even mentioned, he said, when it comes to us in a singles match, it's 2-0. Well, it's finna be a triple threat. Just making another L, so it's about to be 3-0. Jay White's going to win. All of this is about how well do the three of them match up together. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, good segment from them. This is how you get people invested in Forbidden Door. So, I'm going to say I'm a little bit more excited for Forbidden Door. I'm still not jawing at the bit. You know, I'm still not like, oh, I can't wait for Forbidden Door. I'm going to watch Forbidden Door, but, you know, I'm like I said, this is me, ladies and gentlemen. To get me excited about a pay-per-view, you got to go out your way to have compelling storylines to make me give a crap about what the clown used for the show on this pay-per-view. If you out there putting out bull, like I say, bull jive, stuff that don't make no sense, crap that's boring as heck, I'm not going to give a care. Now, with the situation that's taking place, yes, I am a little bit more invested because you're giving me a reason to give a crap. You see what I'm saying? If I'm not giving a crap, it's a waste of time. Now, the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Now, these clowns have faced each other so much. Lucha, Jungle, Young Bucks with Christian Cage. AEW Tag Team Championships ladder match. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, you know how I feel about the Young Bucks. I think the Young Bucks are some of the biggest circus clowns in wrestling to this day. But you best believe I was rooting hard for these clowns. I wanted these clowns to win. Why? Because the most over thing about Jurassic Express is Tarzan Boy by the late dude of Baltimore. That is the major reason why this group is over. They showed Jungle Boy's mom and sister sitting ringside. These clowns, now first of all, it's like I said, unfortunate. It was supposed to be a triple threat. It was supposed to be the Hardys versus them, versus Jurassic Express versus Young Bucks. They got pulled. They said, hey, we're going to go out here, we're going to ball out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember last week when I said you had TLC sitting right there? The fact that they had tables already set up told me that it was a freaking it was a TLC match without saying it was a TLC match. Basically what it was. It wasn't really a regular ladder match. This was a TLC match without saying it was an official TLC match. Man, these clowns was out here putting in work. Matt, Nick, Lucha, Jungle Boy, they just manhandling each other. I don't even know how Nick got busted open. Nick got busted open, was bleeding all over the place. These clowns was out here. Listen, you know the Young Bucks, you know they style. You know it's a spot fest. Spot fest central. But this was a very good ladder match. I enjoyed this ladder match because I was like, okay, who's going to win this? Do you put the titles back on the Bucks? And they even mentioned the fact that the last time they wrestled each other, Jurassic Express won. So they go out there, like I said, they tearing each other up. Clowns going through all kind of tables. I mean, they put their bodies on the line for real. Matt, Nick, Lucha, Jungle Boy, I mean, just going though. They just going hard, y'all. Going hard. And I'm sitting up here like, man, I'm watching this match and I'm saying, okay, so who's going to win this thing? What's finna transpire? Luchasaurus went flying through 4 tables. I was like, dang. Young Bucks threw that boy through a table, and then they end up V-triggering Jungle Boy. I said, all right, fellas, get up there and take them titles down. They took their sweet time. They got up there. They pulled those titles down. Listen, I clown the Young Bucks all the time, but I was on their bandwagon. I wanted to see them get them titles, and your boy was going crazy. I was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. They got them. They are now 2-time AEW Tag Team Champs. Now, where do we go from here with them having the titles? Now, they walk off. Jungle Boy is quote unquote hurt. Dr. Dude came in the ring, helped him up. Christian got up in there and he helped him up. So as he's helping him get up out the ring, what we've been waiting for so freaking long. We've been waiting on this to take place for a very long time. The inedible took place, ladies and gentlemen. The picture that you see when you click this video took place. My man Christian Cage has turned heel on Jurassic Express. He beat the brakes off of Jungle Boy. He tore Jungle Boy up. He laid him out. He took him out, and then he did a concerto. I loved every moment of it. This is what I like. This is how you keep me interested in what's going to take place next week. This is how you go off. This is what you do when you want to get somebody and you want to get that hard sympathy, and you like, okay, Christian turning was excellent. Now, this is my idea. Have Lucha turn on Jungle as well. I would love to see a heel Luchasaurus, because I feel like Luchasaurus has been pushed back. It's all about Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy, Jungle Boy, Jungle Boy, Jungle Boy, Jungle Boy, Jungle Boy, Jungle Boy. Luchasaurus has just been the heavy. And to be honest with you, Jungle Boy doesn't get those championships without Christian and Lucha. This is the time for Lucha and Christian to be apparent. Christian can be Lucha's mouthpiece. Now we can have the feud, Lucha with Christian versus Jungle Boy. This is the feud that I've been wanting to see for a long time. If Tony Khan goes that route, I want to see a heel Luchasaurus. I think we can do something with that. I don't know how y'all feel about that. Hit me up in the comment section. Tell me how y'all feel about that. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have anything else to say. I told y'all I'm going to go in on Vince McMahon. I'm going to go in on John Laurinaitis, and I'm going to talk about Sasha Banks' situation tomorrow. That's going to be a serious video about Sasha Banks, the rumor about Sasha constantly, quote unquote, being released, and then these allegations about some girl, quote unquote, having an affair with Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis knowing about it. Ladies and gentlemen, this would not shock me if this has been the reason why Stephanie McMahon dipped out, because she said, oh crap, it's finna hit the fan. Let me get my behind up out of here before this mess gets big, because it's about to get big. I'm going to go in on a deep video. I'm going to talk about all this. I'm going to expose a whole lot that a lot of people don't want to talk about. But ladies and gentlemen, very good Dynamite. The way how the show went off, I say this is what I want from everybody. This is what I want from every situation that's taking place. Oh, okay. I forgot to talk about it. So, we got a promo package from Matt Sydal and Dante Martin on Rampage, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting Jon Moxley versus Dante Martin again. And I said, Why? You had a you had a tag team match sitting right there. Tanahashi, Moxley, Jericho, Sammy. You had it sitting right there. Dante gonna cut this promo talk about, yeah, you got me the good last time, but that was a younger version of me. This guy has been through it all. I've been beat up by everybody, and I've come out looking strong. This time around, you're not gonna beat me. Master Idol said some foolishness too, and I said, Tony Khan, this some bull jive. This is stupid. This is retarded. I don't care nothing about it. I don't want to see it. Why? Because Dante's finna take another L. I'm so freaking tired of Dante losing, man. I am tired of seeing my dude come on TV to do absolutely nothing. My man truly is enhancement talent. And it's unfortunate, man, because they ain't doing nothing with him until his brother get back. And I'm getting tired of it. Moxley gonna mollywop him, man. He gonna mollywop Dante. And I'm like, I'm tired of this, man. I'm tired of it. You don't even need Dante on the show, man. If Dante just coming through just to lose all day, what's the point of the man even being there? This is the part of the show that I didn't like. I didn't like that at all. To me, that was a stupid decision. Very stupid. Dante, once again, fool gonna say, he look good. No, listen, the fool lose every freaking time. Every time I see this fool on TV, he's always losing. Every time. I'm like, I'm tired of this, man. I see him come on TV, the man be losing every freaking time. I'm like, dog, here we go again. Here we go again. Man, it is what it is, man. I'm like I said, Tony Khan, this is where I get on this case. This is what I'm talking about when I say I want everybody, no matter the situation, no matter the storyline, I need to give a rat's behind about it. If you're doing retarded stuff like this, oh look, forget that. That's the stupid stuff that cats get caught up in. It's the, oh look, he's on TV. I don't give a crap about the fool being on TV. If the fool coming on TV just to lose all the time, what's the point of him being on TV? What is the point? Oh, he looks good losing. I'm tired of that. Fools tell me that every day. He looks good losing. I don't give a crap about a fool that I like looking good losing. That's stupid. Listen, if you are well established, fine. You can look good losing because you're well established. Somebody like a Heyman is well established. He can lose and still look good. Somebody like a Dante Martin, who's doing everything in his power to get his feet wet, and boy has he gotten his feet wet, but every time you see him on TV, you know the edible is coming. You know the man is finna lose already. It's not even worth, like, what's the point? I don't want to see my man coming out there just to get jumped, because that's exactly what's finna happen. Moxley's gonna murder him. It's not even gonna be a match, and they're gonna probably try their best to present it like it's gonna be a match. He gonna get murdered. The fool's gonna get murdered, and I'm like, and see, this is no dish. Oh, and let me tell you something. Now he cut a promo. Now the promo when he was talking to Tanahashi, he mentioned the fact that he's the greatest wrestler of all time. Pump the brakes. No disrespect to my hardcore Moxie fans, because I know a lot of y'all are subscribed to me, but I just want to tell y'all right now, your boy ain't the greatest wrestler of all time. That's just him stroking his own ego. Moxie's great. He's a good wrestler, but he ain't the greatest of all time. I just want to tell you right there. So pump your brakes, Moxie, because you ain't the greatest of all time. You just stroking your ego with that statement. When he said that foolishness, I said, yeah, pump the brakes, young man. Pump the brakes. You good and all, but you ain't the greatest wrestler of all time. That's just a lie for the pit of hell. Let's just call it for what it is. Shoot, this ain't hating, because I'm a Moxie fan. I like Moxie. But I'm just telling you, to my hardcore Moxie fans out there, he ain't the greatest of all time. That's just him stroking his ego. You feel me? But Tony Khan, this is stupid. He got Dante and Matt Sydal sounding retarded as heck, knowing dang well he getting ready to get mollywop on Friday. I'm like, this is stupid. This is idiotic. This is the stupid part. It's the dumb part of the show. Dumb. Absolutely dumb. Stupid. But outside of that, like I said, Dynamite was a good show. The ending, I love it. The ending was fire. That's how I want my show to be. I want it to mean, all right, it's like leaving you on a cliffhanger. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh snap. And the audience went crazy. Everybody was like, because everybody was anticipating. You see, when people talk about, oh, it's good predictable, is actually good. Now, when you do retarded stuff like how WWE do, it don't make no sense. When you have good predictable because it's long-term storytelling, that is what I'm talking about. So when fools say that Tony Khan don't know how to book, when he wants to, he'll book something good. I just got on his case for booking something that's retarded. Do you see what I'm saying? But I also give him praise when he books something that makes sense. Having Christian destroy Jungle Boy was excellent. We've been wanting it to happen. I've been wanting it to happen for a very long time. Now I need the icing on the cake. I need Lucha to turn heel, because I don't think people will see that coming. I want Lucha to turn on Jungle Boy as well. I want Lucha to beat the brakes off of Jungle Boy as well. I want it. Because he can say, I carried you. Matter of fact, me and Christian, we carried your little Tarzan looking tail. We carried you, clown. Want to be Tarzan. We carried you. Matter of fact, the only reason our group was over is because we had an 80s old school theme song. Your behind was sitting up here having all these little goofy matches with folk, thinking that you was all that in a bag of chips, when it was me and Christian that carried your behind. We are Jurassic Express, not you. You're just some little kid that's just here because your father was a Hollywood icon. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Tony Khan, if you're somehow watching my stuff, which I highly doubt, find a way to get Luchasaurus to turn heel. I want to see that. I want to see it. I want to see Christian as his mouthpiece. And boy, man, you got something right there. You got Warlow as your biggest baby face. You can possibly turn Lucha into your biggest heel if you want to, outside of MJF when he gets his crybaby behind back. Man, listen, main event was great. The finish was great. I got on Tony Khan for the stupid stuff that he did. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Caseyfield, King Self for Life, Wrestling Takes. Hit the freaking comment section up. Hey, if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Listen, I know it says I got 168. I appreciate everybody that's coming through. Listen, get the channel out there. If you're watching this video on all platforms, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, hey, if somebody want to clip this and put a clip of something on TikTok, do what you got to do. Listen, we trying to grow this. We trying to get this channel up to where we need to go. Listen, I would love to start doing live streams, but I'm still trying to study how to do it because I want to make sure I'm doing it properly. Because there's still a lot of the stuff that I really don't understand how to do it. Like, I've seen people do it, but it's certain things that I still need help on how to do. That's why I really don't go live. Plus, I'm not here. Like, my videos is, I'm recording a video. It's early in the morning. It's like 1:14 right now. Early in the morning. Ain't nobody finna be listening to me live at no 1 o'clock in the morning. So, like I said, I need to figure out how to do the live stream stuff. I'll probably, like I said, but here's the deal. I got to be here. I have to be here to go live. I'm not finna go live and the show's already done and all this stuff. But Dynamite was solid. Very good Dynamite. I told you what I didn't like. I told you what I like. Hit the comment section up. You tell me what y'all thought about the show. And tell me, are you excited for Forbidden Door? Or you think Tony Khan could have done a better job? It's your boy Caseyfield, King Self for Life, Wrestling Takes. I will catch you cats tomorrow because we're going to do a Vince McMahon, Sasha Banks double video. I'm going to talk about all that stuff. Holla at your boy.